Hi guys, I just wanted to make a video talking about um basically I'll say that I had really um probably the best nights of sleep that I had in a long time, and usually I wake up in the middle of the night, to use the bathroom or something, but this time instead of staying up after that, I was able to go back to sleep. I woke up around 5 or 6 a.m. today, after I slept last night, and then I went back to bed and I slept until around 9 something a.m., like, later in the morning when I woke up. It was really comfortable and, um, yeah, but I wanted to talk about the dream I had. I basically um, had a dream that like information was coming to me or something. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Not really much was like visible, or I don't remember the visuals, but I just remember like information was coming at me in some form, whether it was spoken or um, written out, or maybe they're like floating pictures of the person. I'll get into it, but yeah. So like it was just a weird dream because for some reason um in the dream it was showing or telling me a list of people that were people who have schizophrenia, and um it was really weird. It was like it was saying like Johnny Depp was one, and then the girl from Fifth Element, I think it's Mila um, Jovovich or something. But I later looked on the internet, and they're not schizophrenic at all. But I thought it was kind of a interesting dream. Um, uh, but yeah, and um, yeah, um, but I would say, I know that's night dreams, but I wanted to talk about one time. It was recently, I think it was the day before yesterday, or maybe yesterday, where um, I was getting ready in the morning, and then I sometimes I forget different things, but like things come back to me in my mind, like to the forefront of my mind, like somewhere in the back, and then it comes to the forefront. Like when I forget something and then I magically remember it at a good time or the perfect time sometimes. Um, Not all the time, it's not always perfect timing, but sometimes I remember things later on when I first forgot them, and then I remember them again. It really helps out. But an example would be when I was, yeah, getting ready, and then um, I was doing something, but I had forgotten that um, the library was going to open, um, or basically, it's something about feeling, like an intuitive feeling, like um, I feel like it was kind of like a form of intuition, like clairsentience or something. Like I could tell and I could feel and tell that it was time to go to the library. And then I looked at the clock and it was 10 o'clock right then and there. And I thought it was really shocking. But it's not always correct. Like, for example, the dream, that was my subconscious just playing out different things. Some people have prophetic dreams or like true dreams. Like, one dream I had was that Madonna was my mom. I don't know why, but anyways, but so yeah, but in my waking life, um, that was one example of when I had an intuition that, like, basically I felt like the library was open now, and when I looked at the clock, it was, the time when it opened. So, um, I guess this is just a reminder to follow your gut and intuition and your hunches. Um, Most of the time, if they're not perfectly right, or how can I put it? Like, um, to follow your hunches and to follow your intuition and to follow your gut instinct is really good. And because um, sometimes, um, or most of the time, it's right, you know. So thank you, and I hope um, uh, maybe you can relate, or um, it inspires you to use your intuition or whatever you may want to call it instead, like your gut feelings or hunches. But yeah, have a good day. Thank you. Bye.